Hello everyone, and thank you for coming. What I want to talk to you today about is the office of a police officer, and what they do for the community and the hope and the encouragement that we see from them. And those are things that God desires in us and in His children. The National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund reports that a total of 1,501 law enforcement officials died in the line of duty during the past 10 years. An average of one death every 58 hours, or 150 per year. The office of a police officer not only is a dangerous and relatively low-paying job, the number of police officers have increased yearly in the past 10 years. I myself have a brother who has been a police officer for over 15 years, who has seen the highs and lows, who has given his life for his family and his community daily. Police officers make a daily sacrifice in order to help protect and serve their community the way God desires and to make it a safer place. During the next few minutes, I will show you the needs, benefits, and hope of our community that has, or hope our community has because of the morals and values displayed that God desires of men and women who serve as a police officer in this area. Let us take a more direct look. The need for a police officer in today's society. The violent crime and property crime rate in the city of Spartanburg nearly doubles the average of the state of South Carolina, according to NeighborhoodScout.com. Spartanburg was ranked as the 8th most dangerous city in the United States. That's a big issue. That's a big issue that we face as a community. Let us look at our second point. As things may look uneasy with those last two facts, the benefits of having police officers are ever more noticeable. While being a city known for its violence, as the hiring of officers increased, the number of violent crimes have decreased since the year 2000, according to CityData.com. But I want you to, with those two last points, let us look at the hope that they bring, the hope that God desires for His community or His children or His creation to have. Psalm 82:3 says, "Defend the weak and the fatherless, uphold the cause of the poor and the oppressed." Every day when these guys go to work, not only do they say goodbye to their families, they also risk their life, and they may or may not go home, depending on the situation of that day. So they know that before they step foot out their door, that this may be the last time that they're at home. Yet they still, as Psalm 82:3 says, they defend the weak and fatherless, and they uphold the poor and oppressed. That brings me to my second point of this area. John 15:13 says, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friend." I want to read to you the 5 police officers that have been killed in the line of duty since the beginning of the law enforcement. Patrolman Thomas Abrams was shot and killed after responding to a disturbance. Deputy Kevin Carper was shot and killed during a foot pursuit of a suspect who fled a traffic stop. Rural Officer Ellis Shields was shot near Chesney by a man he attempted to arrest for assault and battery. Rural Officer James Snoddy was shot and killed by a man he attempted to arrest near Cross Anchor for violating prohibition law. Constable Hampton Patterson was killed when his service revolver fell from his holster and discharged when it struck a rock. So these are 5 guys that we look at and we see lay down their life. Not only the numerous men and women that serve today that are alive, they still don't know at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day whether they'll come home or not. So we see the sacrifice that they make. We see the sacrifice that God desires when they step on the job. With this being said, let us not forget all these men and women and what they do. As I've shown you, the need, the benefits, the hope that God values are displayed by police officers, not only here in our backyard, but all over the country. The next time you see a police officer, encourage and thank him. God bless you all.